Welcome to Boone Pickens Stadium, Stillwater, Oklahoma, home to the Cowboys of Oklahoma State. Pistol Pete ready to start firing those pistols for the battle we have in store. Today, a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Ole Miss Rebels taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Rebels will boot it away to start the game. From inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Out of the gun to give to the back. Can't get him to the ground. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
That player is so lucky he did not put that football on the ground. What a tackle by that defender. Phenomenal individual effort getting that tackle for loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's 4. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. He'll walk and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. And the Cowboys can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got his man downfield. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. The Cowboys are marching down the field. To the air on first down. Shoots it to the left. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Takes it the other way.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Try to get it to the edge. There he goes. He's loose. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability...
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive comes from the 27. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Punts it out of the air. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
The give to the back.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Steps away. They get to him as he throws. Oh, it's picked off.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels...
Oh, it's out! Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker. Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Simmons. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. You know, you think back on the Jackson Dart era at Ole Miss, the best 3-year run in more than 50 years. Now Austin Simmons steps in, full of potential, Jesse, to lead the Rebels to further glory. And here's a fumble way behind the line. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Back to pass. The throw. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
You want the interception on defense, but most of the time coaches are preaching, knock the ball down, knock the ball down. It's not because they can't catch. They don't catch well. But the defender's main job has to be separating that ball from the wide receiver, and usually that requires knocking that thing down as the wide receiver's trying to catch it.
Throws to the tight end. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
That's a nice play by the defense. You're trailing early in the game. They've got the ball on your side of the field, so you force the incompletion on 3rd down.
Kick is in the air. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. They'll try the run. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. So first down here as they go back to work. He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on first down. Looking left. He's got an open man. Still on his feet at the 45. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's 4. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Hauls it in. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
We wind inside 4 minutes to play in the half. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking downfield at Simmons. Right down the middle. Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Gets the back moving. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the
and it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Trying to take it back. The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Rebels! And what a gets the pick six.
And that's a great job by the defender there, back in his own end. He knew he had to make a play. He jumped the route, caught it, and he takes it all the way back. Forgetting flipping the field, how about scoring a touchdown?
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And the extra point is good. What a return that was as they put points on the board with that 91-yarder. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Use the play fake, now to throw. Buys a little extra time. He'll throw it. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Guys, this is a team that struggled mightily last year, and the entire offseason was built around performing better in ACC play.
Well, they just didn't have the dudes to get it done last year. Didn't have enough talent. But they're a year older. They've gone to the transfer portal. They've done a good job recruiting from the high school ranks. And, David, they think this year they've got the guys they need to win more games in ACC play.
Hey, Coach Palmer, you sound like every coach in the country, right? Like, hey, we restocked, we retooled, we're a year older, we went to the transfer portal. Success is coming. Listen, they got to find a way to get better. They got to find a way in games how to execute, how to finish games. They struggled finishing games a year ago, so I'm looking forward to seeing this, and I love the coach being calm.
It is deafening in here. The paddle people going to work. Third down and a big one for the Cowpokes. Dropping back, it's Simmons. Trying to burn this defensive back. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Rebels will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Corrals it at the 45. Can they catch him? Oh, what a cut! Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Give to the running back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Going to the ground. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
From the gun on third down. Here's the pressure. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
Here comes the field goal unit. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. Splits the uprights. Good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking downfield, it's Simmons. Lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you can tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And a sack all the way back at the 5. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. And the Rebels will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Caught over the middle. It's Fitzpatrick. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Cowboys!
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the 2-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they could get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead, that gives them tremendous confidence heading into halftime.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. On the move from inside his 5. He smashes his way through again. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Handoff to the single running back. Oh, better look out! He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors at our halftime update. And the Cowboys will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll open the second half with a run. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on third down. Scanning the field, it's Simmons. Under fire. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here, they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on third down.
Oh, the ball's out on the return.
And that was almost a huge mistake by special teams. On the punt return, fumbling the football. They are so lucky that they jumped on that ball and that their offense is now going to take the field, because that could have been disastrous.
Off-play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Smashes ahead. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a first and goal.
This offense not wasting any time. First play of the third quarter, and they're aggressive, taking a shot. You know they had some conversation.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Lacey. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The Rebels headed quickly to the line. Caught in the backfield, it's Lee. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
And the Rebels come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking to pass, it's Simmons. Here's a heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Breaks the tackle, and he's got room. Wide open spaces. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal.
And this 4 vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Motion from the back. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's going up top. Makes the grab on the left side. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off the play fake on first down. Got him downfield. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Rebels want to crank the tempo.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run.
Going deep. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They're dealing with a second and long. The give to the tailback. Creates a little space. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quick release on the RPO. At the 35, he's open. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Buying some time as he moves left. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Rebels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Toledo is ahead in this one. This team plays a hard-nosed brand of football there in the MAC, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over Western Kentucky. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wants to go up top on first down. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
To the air on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Fitzpatrick. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They say no thanks to that pass interference penalty, and they'll take the results of the play. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And the defense getting a hand in there on 3rd down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback. On 3rd down, really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. To the air, it's Simmons. Makes the catch, it's Stribling. At the 45, on its way. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Lacy. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
And you just want to keep pressuring them and keep making them use the clock, give them the underneath stuff. And again, when they drive the football down the field, I just can't give up touchdowns. Field goal at this point is not going to hurt my defense.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Toss to the left. Creates a little room. Gets it past the marker. What a run. Takes it all the way down to the 11-yard line before he's forced out. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. The sweet feet buy a little time. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. He's got it on the move. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. On the move, it's Lacy. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Sneak gets it done.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. A 70-yard touchdown drive. And it was finished off with the quarterback sneak. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, he's got some space. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And how about the QB? We haven't seen it all game long, man. Nice job coming up big in a big moment in the fourth quarter. He says, nobody there, takes off, does it with his feet, and gets the first down.
We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this defense has got to make a play, right? It's the fourth quarter. We're trailing. You know this offense, they're going to get conservative. They want to eat that clock. You got to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to make plays. Got to get that football back.
That's caught. It's going. At the 40, there he goes. All out of space. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field goal. They got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But the goal is to get a touchdown. So let's see what this offense dials up next.
Send the tight end in motion. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Wants to go up top. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. To the air, it's Simmons. Rushes on him. Stands in and takes the hit. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled fingers.
And I'm going to be really curious to watch this offense and see how much faith and trust they have in themselves and the weather, right? Like, it's passing situation. It's a 2-minute situation. You practice spreading this ball all over the field. Can you do that? Because this is not ideal weather, and you can't make a mistake here.
And this is a huge third down. They need a score to win this game, and they're not getting a ton of yards these last two plays. An incompletion followed by a short gain on a run. You got to be able to pick something here on the third down basket and go to your best player, not overthink this.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got it behind the line. It's Lacey. He's stopped right there, short of the first down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead.
Yeah, they got to move fast, and obviously you're going for this on 4th down, and you got to think about how many chunk plays I can get, move the sticks, get down the field. I got to get a score, Jesse, in this critical moment.
So start.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
And that is a backbreaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
Making side adjustments here. To the air on 1st down. Fires left. And this will be incomplete as the game comes to a close. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work. Through throwing the football, in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this